Hi guys, welcome back. I'm gonna try not to make the mic so tinny. Sorry I look weird. I was laying down for a bit. Well, it's not too late, but I just had the most intensive, and I mean intensive experience with Inari. Um, she was mad that I wasn't letting her through as a mother. She's been here many years trying to take on that mothering role, plus a lot of other roles because she's very complex. But at one point in our conversation, she said, about her being my mother and, all of the gods, like every god that has ever existed or will exist or whatever, is my family, and to stop shaming my mother and to stop shaming my family by neglecting, to work with my family. And I just started to cry. I cried so hard. I've always called my gods my family. But it's one thing to know it, and it's another thing to know it. I mean, my gods have always been very loving towards me, and they've always called me their family. But to have her do it, I started to cry buckets, and I'm crying buckets now. And she was like, you know, all the gods are one big family. All the gods, like, from everywhere. So to stop, thinking I have to make these choices or distinctions or something, that they are all my gods. That applies to everyone as far as Inari is concerned. And and again, I want to be very careful. I'm not trying to speak for Inari. I'm just trying to share my experience. And as for ancestors, all people are my ancestors. She's like, having enough of me making distinctions. So, the whole human race is not only your family, but all humans are your ancestors. And I just started to cry again. I just was bawling. And Cousin Coyote is there, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And he tries to cheer me up by, doing silly things. So that was very sweet of him. And I was just, I was bawling because I had parents, but I never felt like I had a family before, if you know what I mean. I had a family in the sense of having my parents, but, both sides of the family, well, my uncles are the best. They really are. But, my grandmother was very harsh and unloving and very unlovable. And my father's side of the family is a living nightmare. They're like some of the worst people on the planet outside of maybe Mussolini if he's hiding somewhere. So, yeah, it was just, I never really felt like I had a family, and I was so scared because I've been so hurt by, my earthly family. And so hurt in like past things where people would tell me, "Oh, you have a home now," when I would start a job in your family, and then all of a sudden your family's kicking you out, right? So it broke down a lot of walls for me, and I was just crying buckets, and I still want to cry now, but it feels good because she's like, you should have absolutely no restrictions with the gods because they are all our family. Every single god is the family to every single person. You don't have to choose, you can just honor whoever comes to you. It was kind of strange and timely that it happened because I've been watching Toby Eats, and he has like a satellite channel where he talks about like his mother and like things he went through. And I'd been watching that, thinking about my mother. Now, my mother kind of sort of knew I was a witch, but, had she really understood, she would have told me, you work with and you love whoever comes to you because, that's your God. She really didn't. She understood enough to understand everyone won't have the same God, but, in a way, she didn't understand why people go on this journey from what they're born to something else, because she'd been Catholic all of her life, though she was a very open person. She thought if other people had other gods or saw God a different way, she really didn't care. She still loved people unconditionally. My mother would have been the kind of person to like go up and give Jack the Ripper a hug, because that's what he really needs, is a hug and somebody to love him. So she was a very sweet woman, and I was very proud of her because she had a lot of personal struggles that she overcame. And, I felt her off and on, but my mother was definitely the kind of mother that would make you like an independent woman to, give you kind of a push. So it was just very, very intensive tonight. And I know I'm forgetting to tell you a ton of stuff, which I will probably remember after the video goes up, but it was really intensive. And I told Loki, now I know why you two work together so often, because Loki will come in and Loki will dig. Like he will dig a little bit. And then when the time is right, Inari can finish the work, so to speak. It's not like this is the last time I'll ever go through something this intense. You tend to go in cycles in your life. But it was really something. I'm reminded of a picture of Inari. If you look Inari up on Wikipedia, I'm sure you see it. Of there's a story that there was this one blacksmith that Inari came down as a goddess and, helped this blacksmith. And it's a really dramatic painting of Inari, and she has the blacksmith hammer up super high, and she's going to bring it down to strike. And, that's kind of what she did with me. She waited until the exact moment, because if sword making in Japan, what an art it is. It was like that exact blow at the exact right time, what I needed. So it was, I cried a lot. I will probably cry more over the next couple of days, but it was just good tears, because it was a sense of, you really do have a family, and you really do have, those around you that love you. If humans don't love you, that's their loss, but your gods are definitely your family, and you can look at the whole human. Okay, something's moving. You can look at the whole human race as your ancestors, and that was really powerful. And I know most people won't agree with that, but I'm going to definitely do what Mother Fox says, because before that she was a very unhappy Mother Fox and was picking up her child, metaphorically speaking, and giving him a good shake. Mother foxes are the best mothers in the universe, but they will pick up an errant cub and just shake the stuffing out of them. You would think the cub was dead, and then they will set them down. The cub will be all dizzy and like walking in circles. And if they have learned their lesson, the mother will, lick them and murmur over them and talk to them and give them their bath or whatever it was they were rebelling against. But it was needed. She kind of needed to, like someone said in the comments, make me go to my room and think about what I did. And then after, Mother put in a few good more nips, Mother Fox made sure I was okay and I knew I was loved. And why do I think that the gods are being so hard on me? Do I think they had like a vendetta? And I was like, yes. And she's like, what? And yeah, they're so hard on us because they're our family and they love us and they want to see us succeed. So it can often feel like they're being unfair, and it's just they're your family. So it's going to hurt sometimes when you're dealing with them, because your family, and I never had this experience with an earthly family, but your family will push you to succeed because they love you. And this is done in a loving way. It's not done in a human judgmental way. Inari was not saying, now you have to go out and get $1 million job to make me proud. No, it was just, you make me proud as you are. Not go out and earn my love. It's love that's given to you unconditionally, but you have to listen as well and have to realize that you do have this huge family that you do have obligations to. So, it's good. I'm chill. I don't know where to go from here, but we'll find out. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.